in the beginning, when I had the stroke in 2006, I was paralysed down in my right side, and I couldn't move at all. And then it's left me with a very shaky hand on the right side, which of course affects the painting, So I haven't even attempted to do any painting since then because I haven't got the control that I need. With the the sort of painting I do is very linear, would you call it? I don't know, where all the lines have to be absolutely right and all the bricks have to be in the right place and all that. And because I can't do that, I'd rather not do. I wouldn't like to do a wishy-washy watercolour, which people have suggested. Even if I could, I wouldn't want to do it because this is my style. And so for the time being, I can't do anything. But I'm hoping that I'll get over this time. They say it takes 5 years sometimes before you get back to normal. So I've got another 2 years to go, so I might get back. And then I'll start again. But in the meantime, I have to be content with just looking at the places I would like to paint and wishing I could. In my early life, let me think, going back a bit, very working class background. My father was a bus conductor. Don't know what my mother was. I think she just looked after us. But we were very, very happy, very happy. And then I grew up. I went into the post office as a counter clerk. When I had children, I became a teacher. Then I went to college because I missed out on my education when I was younger. My father didn't see fit to educate a girl, and I wanted to learn. So I made up for it in those later years. So when my youngest child was 6, I went to college for 3 years and trained to be a teacher. Before that, in 1966, I joined the Fulham artists group that met at a local school, and I learned to do still life, portraits, all those things, and got a good grounding in painting. And then it was from there I decided to experiment in painting buildings. I never learnt how to paint buildings, but doing that other work, the still life and the portraits, gave me the tools and everything to paint other things. So I painted buildings, and the first painting I did was in 1966, and it was St Anne's outside Bishopsgate. That was up in the city, and I did lots of paintings in that period, right up until the 80s, and I sold them all at the Fulham Artists venue where we used to do that every year. I wish I hadn't sold some of them now, but anyway, too late. The painting over there on the wall, that took a lot of effort on my part to get the red right on the painting. So I used to go out in the morning and mix up the right colour as I think. Now I try it on the wall, and if it matches exactly, then I know that I've got the colour of the red. I couldn't sit out and do that. I had to do it from sketches and from photographs because the traffic going by was so busy. So I did the matching of the colour. And then I did my son Lawrence when he was at a vacation from his college. In the summertime, he used to get a job as a park keeper, and I did a painting of him leaning over the fence. I painted him in the house, his head, but the rest of him I painted from a photograph, but I had to get his head in. And so that one, the one through there, the Tudor place, is the inside of a room, which I like particularly, because it looks like the outside of a building. That's at Tottenham Court Road. I went up there for that. This one over here, Foylett's Corner, that's where we used to buy all our wood in the old days. And that old roof at the top, it went right the way along to the end of that Foylett's, but of course it's only half left. And now, of course, it's gone altogether. The roof has gone, the shops have gone, and mind you, these paintings were painted a long time ago, in the 80s. The one of, what's it called now, Green and Stone, was the last painting I did. That was in 2005, the year before I had my stroke. And it took a lot of effort, but I was very pleased with the finished work. It got the first place in the centenary exhibition at the Post Office Art Show, and I was pleased about that. But I couldn't go to the where it was awarded with this because I'd had a stroke by then, so I couldn't go. When I go out and see the buildings in Fulham that I would like to paint, which they're all coming down, all these buildings, and I want to capture them before they do go. Luckily, I did some, but there are others, and it's heartbreaking to see these old buildings going, and I'm not recreating them on canvas, because then they're always there for people to see.
How do you feel your life has changed since your stroke?
Well, it's changed dramatically, actually. It was in 2006, and since then, life has changed, absolutely, because my hand shakes now, so I can't hold a brush, and I haven't got the ability to do what I used to do, because one thing I can't get out with a camera or go and sketch on the spot. I can't do those things, and I'm hoping I will be able to eventually, when I gradually get back. But at the moment, I'm better than I was. I can walk now and I can speak, but a stroke is a devastating thing for anybody to have.
Do you still have ambitions of continuing to paint?
Well, I have, yes, I have. They're deeply buried in my psyche, but that's what I hope to do one day. I just hope. But if I can't paint the way I used to paint, then I'm not interested. I won't bother with it, but I really want to.
Do you sort of practice, or?
Yes, I've got a few. In fact, I've had canvases given to me for my birthday present that I was going to work on, and I've had a setback because I've got this problem with my back now. It's just one thing after another, and I can't do anything at the moment. But when I've got over this, and then I'll make some attempts. I'm just hoping, as I said before, that I do get over it. Well, they say you get 85% back of your life after a stroke. That's the most you can get back. And I hope that 85% includes me being able to paint.